Hello and welcome to the morning meeting, building Jomboy Media. My name is Jimmy. Matty is in the room with me. It's 9:01 in the morning on today, August 19th. And I forgot that I used to like doing this like it was a radio show. Thanks for tuning in on your drive. And I would play like 10 seconds of a song, and that made me laugh. Oh, so welcome. And thank you very much. We've got some fun stuff to cover since it's been a bit. The last one I did was before vacation. We did vacation. Then we filmed in the warehouse. Then we filmed a bunch of cricket stuff last week. I haven't had a normal week since this week, since the last time we did an episode. So that's fun. Even that wasn't a normal week. Haven't had a normal week since before All-Star break. Probably. Yeah. It's been crazy. I got this week, next week, and then we go back to like 4 not normal weeks in a row. So begs the question, what is normal? Maybe we have to call them like light weeks and not normal weeks. We've got 2 of our most recent JMPlus, maybe, workshopping the name, subscribers, Brian and Julian Gonzalez. Oh, yeah. Thank you very much. We've got new and exclusive stuff coming out all the time, jomboymedia.com. And yeah, we might stop referring to it as Substack because people don't know what that is. We're trying to come up with a name. I think JMPlus was the last one that was most agreed upon, but we haven't like fully done that. So we will figure that out. It's on our to-do list. We have leaders today, right?
Yep.
We've got a Tubi announcement. We've got cricket updates. We've got some warehouse questions. And then I asked on Instagram if anyone had questions, and a lot of people, I think we got 32, which I thought it would be a ton, but I posted it pretty late at night, and then I checked it pretty early this morning. So I wonder if more have come in now that we've hit the awake hour, because I posted at like 10 p.m. and then I checked it this morning at 6 a.m. I was on the road at 5:30, so 5:30 a.m. So I wonder if more's coming in. Now I can check. Responses. Does it count them? Yeah, so there's more coming in. So maybe I thought there was gonna be a ton, but actually it's a decent amount, and they're actually like thought out questions, which is good. It's always good. Instagram's probably the most rational social media place right now. You post something on Twitter and people will just be like upset, and you post the same thing on Instagram and people are like in on the joke and having fun. Now there's still people upset everywhere, but there's no one happy on Twitter anymore, which sucks because it is my favorite because of what it's supposed to be, which is just like a news source. Right. Like in the moment, you're hanging out, watching shit with people, whatever. How are you doing, Matty?
I'm good. I got my yellow shorts on. Been told it's the color of the summer. So
yellows is because of the sun being so bright?
I don't know. Butter yellow, I think. Something like that.
Whew. Do you think they put these responses in order?
I don't think I've ever asked a question on Instagram.
1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 new ones have come in.
So I don't think I know what it looks like.
Okay. Well, we can start with some big ones. You want to feed me some stuff? I didn't sleep last night, just to let you know. I don't know why.
That's all right.
I should have. I had some bad dreams. Not nightmares, but like just like stuff I didn't want to be thinking about. And then I woke up at like 4:30 and was just up. And it felt like I drank an energy drink right before I slept. Like my heart was racing. I didn't like that.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'll guide through here and we'll get there. First and foremost, Talking Yanks and Talking Baseball are going to be on Tubi. You mentioned this at the top, but basically it's not the entire back catalog, it's the episodes in this August 2025, and then moving forward will all be on Tubi. That announcement went public last Thursday. It was funny seeing, you, Jake, Trev, and Mr. Beast all in a line.
Couple guys like baseball.
Yeah, that's an accurate statement. You want to get more into the weeds of what Tubi is?
No, well, these deals are really cool because it can lead to more reach. So Tubi is free, so it's not going behind a paywall. It's also not going there exclusively or first. You know, that's what all these over the what OT? What are they? Wait a minute, I used to know this acronym.
Oh, OT. Yeah.
OTT, right?
I don't know. Over OTT, over the top.
Yes, that's what all of those platforms wanted for a while, was like an exclusive show.
Right.
You know, Roku, Tubi. There's a bunch of others that I'm forgetting right now, and they're kind of like realizing, like McAfee and ESPN, kind of the first people that were like, I don't think you need to do that. The exclusivity stuff, even Spotify tried to do and didn't. So anyway, it's good that we're pivoting, and that Tubi's free, and it just has like an active audience. They have exceeded 100 million monthly global users, mostly cord cutters, Gen Z, millennials, and like it's available on a bunch of devices. So they're stocking up their library of content. They've got the largest on-demand content library. So it might lead, and it should lead, to like passive viewing. You know, YouTube podcast apps, majority. What word am I looking for? The majority of viewers that we've been getting are active, meaning they seek us out, which is great because that's the hardest type of viewer to get. Active viewers that are searching you, want to watch you, remember you, become part of your community. Like active viewing is the hardest to get. But passive viewing is where you can really, really grow. So that's like, you know, we've seen this being on Yes Network, where people are watching the game and then all of a sudden Jake and I are on their screens or at the bars. We've seen this recently. We Got Ice videos are all over bars now with the deal that we did with them that I'm blanking on.
Video Elephant, that's the name. I thought I was going to say something else. But so this will help there. So like this does not affect you if you're tuning into this at all, besides it should help us grow. It's nice to be sought out with the group of people that, you know, are also getting sought out, and it should lead to nice growth, and more deals like this would be fun to get our content on other places without hindering our main audience and what we're doing first. Yeah, I agree.
So that's fun.
Yeah, I'm curious how many people will see it on a TV and then even try to look it up somewhere else, or if they're just like, oh, I'm going to keep watching this on TV, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. Like we saw when Warehouse was on Bally's, it was in the clubhouses of a lot of games. Right. So like a lot of the Royals pitching staff all followed Warehouse games.
Yeah.
Like Waka, Lugo, Reagan's. Reagan's is wearing the We Got Ice shirt. A lot of pitchers wearing the We Got Ice shirt. Shout out Jimmy Herget. A lot of pitchers wearing the My Arm Hurts and My Arm's okay. My Arm is Fine. Is that the other one?
My arm feels fine.
My Arm Feels Fine. Shirts. So when we do these deals, I rarely think about that, like the passive incomes, but Warehouse Games had a lot of players during rain delays or like after their game, it would just come on Bally's Sports, Kansas City.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. It's kind of a fun add-on perk.
Yeah. And Tubi's owned by Fox, which is cool.
That is cool. Fox supports baseball a lot.
Yeah.
So I like that aspect of Fox.
Otherwise, like you mentioned, this has been a bunch of abnormal weeks, or maybe they are now normal. Yeah. But we did Floorball, then we had Barbados training, then the actual Barbados trip, BB7, like all of these, what feels like a bunch of tent poles all back to back to back.
Yeah, it's a wild, been wild. Floorball was fun, very exhausting, but fun. That's always the most fun tournament in the like watching, because it's just active and back and forth, and a bunch of all the girls that Sam gets are like young girls that are just having fun, and they're really like bubbly, which is there's like no cattiness at all, or shyness. I should say that more. Like sometimes the cricket guys that come for ball and play, they're a little bit like, what is this?
Yeah.
Like what can I like let my guard down here? Where like all the D1 players that come, or the hockey players that come, guards are kind of down after like day one at least, and it's just very fun time. That'll come out soon. There's questions coming up about the Warehouse as well. If you have no idea what the Barbados thing is, cricket training is, we haven't officially announced it, although it's been like leaked enough a lot of places. I think Courtney was even talking about on here. I'm wearing the hat right now. So I'll let you guys on the inside scoop on Mornin. I don't want anything from this clipped and posted as like the official announcement, because I think the official announcement will have some sweet videos that we've been working on. But and I'm explaining it to the company that might not know the big thing today as well. But basically, there's a cricket tournament in Barbados happening. It's like a cricket festival. The Caribbean Premier League is the league that's in the Caribbean. And there's another company called the Cricket Impact Group that Liam Plunkett, who's been very friendly with us for a while, was one of our first guests in the warehouse. He's a World Cup winning bowler for England and now lives in Philadelphia, plays minor league cricket. Tall, handsome chap.
Agree.
They sent me this deck just saying, like, I'd love to have you involved in some way. Or, like, what would you do? And I saw it, and I was like, oh, well, that's interesting. And I sent you those texts, right?
Yep.
Should I just read those?
Sure.
So this was back in March 18th. And I sent the deck to Courtney because it was more like behind the scenes, sponsor, get in with cricket people and companies and clients. Like that was more like, and I was like, I don't know, Court. But then I sent Courtney the deck and it was 9:43 p.m. Tuesday night, March 18th. And these were my texts. I said, dream scenario would be we promote the league for them by entering a warehouse team into the contest. Then make a mini documentary about us training for cricket and going to Barbados and playing in the tournament. It would be hilarious and awesome content, but not sure it makes sense financially. The first tournament is September 5th through 6th. So this was March, we're talking about it. And then I say, maybe if they covered expenses and tournament entry, we could sell our own mini doc to our own sponsor. If we did it right, it would build up warehouse plus our premier players while also exposing Jomboy Media and warehouse to new audience and the cricket world, which could lead to more opportunities. But mainly it would be really fun reality series-esque content. Mm-hmm. Courtney's response, I think we could figure it out. So yesterday, we filmed the first 3 episodes of the documentary, and we have a team. Not yesterday, last week, which is kind of crazy that it just like happened. We met with them. I don't know if they wanted us to play or they just wanted us to promote it, but I think when we met, they're like, we'd love for you guys to have a team. And I was like, I would love to have a team.
Right.
And we make a documentary, which is Can Americans Learn Cricket and Win a Game in a Tournament? And that's what's happening. And then they're helping get us there, and we were able to sell it to a sponsor. Mountain Dew is sponsoring the team. And because cricket, we think cricket's a big investment. We think that our company is best at attacking underserved markets, not oversaturated markets, but really good at attacking underserved markets. And cricket in the U.S. is an underserved market, or even like some other places it's underserved because they kind of had the same thing MLB had way back in 2016 where they didn't let anyone really cover it creatively. And now they're opening the doors. But the U.S., because they beat Pakistan and went to the qualifying round in the World Cup last year, they are in the World Cup next year, and they're hosting the Olympics in 2028 in L.A., and will have a team in the Olympics. So, like, U.S. and cricket are connected through then. They're going to do everything they can. So we think this is like a long-term play where, you know, we partnered with MLB that hopefully down the road there's a owner or a league that wants to partner with us, and we can build up a branch to support it in some way. Don't really know what that is, not fully fleshed out. We found out this tournament, we're playing against a bunch of other teams from sponsors of the festival. So like if you sponsor the festival and it's a big beach festival, cricket, then you get to enter players. So it's amateur. We're not playing against pros. Although we've never played. We're like 5th graders skill wise.
Oh yeah.
And you know, you're going to play against guys that played uni, which they would say, or college, or, you know, grade 1. I don't know how the West Indies does their cricket grading system, but so we should get destroyed. Maybe we win a game.
It's the goal. Win one game.
So we put together a team. And then we're filming a documentary. There's 3-part documentary. It'll air on September 1st, September 2nd, September 3rd. And then the games will be live streamed on the Caribbean Premier League YouTube channel on September 5th, where you can watch us play. Guaranteed 6 games. And we'll have a final episode behind the scenes. So we made all this custom gear. Like, we went all out to have fun with it. We have, I I said Mighty Ducks 2 was my theme of the close the year. Trish made awesome stuff. Every player's got like a bunch of shorts and tops and hats and just gear. And we filmed 3 episodes. So the first episode, we had Liam Pluckett and Corey Anderson and cricket creator Adam come and teach us cricket in the warehouse and just like identify who can bowl, who can't, just like fundamentals. What would a 10-year-old learn? Then the next day we got in a van and we went and we played a scrimmage exhibition game against an indoor cricket all-star team in New Jersey. And then the next day we went to the beach to play and see how far we can hit it and test out like playing on the beach. So those are all filmed. It's really fun and silly. Should be a good time. So that's everything. We haven't fully announced it because like I said, we have some like cool, like, you know, Zach and Robbie T are doing like documentaries, interviews, narration. I'm really excited to see it, but it's a quick turnaround for them. So they're kind of under the gun.
Yeah.
That's why there's no Weekly Dumb this week.
Yes. And then you'll be able to watch us play too. Yeah,
you'll be able to watch us. Come support us. Be in the live stream. Let them know that we brought an audience. And also, like, so many people have helped us. That was one thing cool. I think people were like, when I was pitching this, they were like, well, Barbados sounds fun, but I don't know if I want to learn and get embarrassed in cricket. And which is fair. I think the context is that we're going to get embarrassed. And if we do good, that's good. But I think it's been fun watching Sam, who's producing it, and then Zoe and everyone else just see the community and how awesome it is. Like the guys at the indoor facility were like, absolutely, like we love to. And a store in the Bronx, Cricket Zone USA, gave us all this gear and basically sponsored us, and they're super excited. And everywhere you go, which is kind of the reception I've gotten as I make videos, is everyone's just kind of into it. Like not gatekeeping, but more like, yeah, thanks. Like this is fun.
100%.
So that's been fun.
I agree. It's been really cool. And then BB7's up next. Have you practiced?
No. That's going to be crazy because sometimes we get a lot of prep before. I think it's usually the one that we film in the first quarter of the year. We get a lot of prep because there's no season going on. And this one, I mean, we're going to have a week because we're going to Barbados.
Yeah. Coming
back and playing.
Yeah. Basically
on a sports from playing floorball, then cricket the next week, and then 2 weeks off right now. We're going to try and practice blitzball and cricket in the interim someday if we can. I don't know. And then going to play cricket in Barbados, and then coming back and playing Blitzball Battle 7. That's a lot of sports on my old aching body and a non-athlete. And last year, I think we did Captains League Blitzball like right before the second battle. Mm-hmm. And so we were a little like fine-tuned in a way. Captains League Blitzball is going on right now. One of the hottest, probably the hottest setting we've played Blitzball in. Maybe Blitzball Battle 2, but that doesn't exist and I don't watch it. Not because of my results, because it's the worst like quality product the warehouse has ever put on. As visually, and booth, everything I don't like about it. We made so many changes, but that was hot that week. But this Captains League that's out right now, it was so hot and everyone was throwing so hard. Like, I'm interested to see if that lasts. Hopefully we get a hot week, September 17th.
Yep.
People think I can throw hard.
The heat makes you throw harder?
I think so. More loose. Air? No idea.
No idea.
Ball flies farther in the heat.
Yeah.
So?
Something. Let's jump down to the questions from Instagram. How do you want to go? Do you want to just rip them? Do you want me to read them?
You can read them, I think.
Okay. Well, we'll start top to bottom. We'll go with breakdowns first and foremost because Peace, Love, and Flute said, how will the breakdown process change for you with a new breakdown editor?
Well, I'll still be editing like the storyline. It's just kind of, hopefully the biggest change for you guys is the output is more. Because right now, I kind of over the weekend, like lightly prep a couple, come in, and I have all day Monday. I usually get in early on Tuesday to work on some before we start the day. and then Wednesday to make some. By the time I get to the end of Wednesday, I have 3 made. Thursday comes and it's like starting over again, and there's like starting from start because I have none lightly prepped, and then Thursday or Friday is a warehouse day, so then I'm kind of out. So my hope is that when we get rolling, and Max just started yesterday, like I get done on Wednesday, and then there's some that are lightly prepped again, so I can make some Thursday, Friday. Or the other thing is when I have breakdowns that like the window's passed for me to spend a full day on it, Max can find the 1 minute chunk that can become a short, or like the silly moment that can become a short.
Yeah.
And then it will also alleviate Kyle, who does the post editing on them, so Kyle can go help out other places in his role. But it'll be Max is here, started, and we're going to slowly make sure we work together and get going. So right now, like yesterday, I gave him a bunch of files, and I said, just scroll through these and see if you notice anything interesting. That's how I kind of treat the non-baseball sports. Like I just record random cricket games, random Little League World Series games, random softball games, and just I know that there's not a big breakdown moment that's going to be like a 4-minute video, but there's got to be something silly or weird in between that I can do a short. But sometimes I can't do that, so he's going to do that. He started doing that, and then we'll hopefully we eventually get to a very fluid place.
Yeah, it's a lot of back end, pre and post, but all the stuff that you're doing in the middle would stay the same.
Yeah.
Anchor and Light Film said, what's changed with camera footage access for breakdowns with MLB deal?
Oh, we get there's one thing that's really cool that we get. We get access to their melts now, so it's all not all the broadcasts, but most of the broadcasts at the end of the game, all the replays for big plays, they kind of put to a side, whether they get used on the broadcast or not, and then they get all put together on one timeline. It's called like a melt, so like all the replays are melted together. And MLB, I have access to the melts now, which means like on a replay sequence, they might just show bits and pieces from one angle on the broadcast, or might show like part here and then fade. But I get like, if Judge hits a home run, I have 4 different angles in full, from pitch to rounding home plate in full. If one camera follows the ball and stays in the crowd, I get that crowd shot now where the broadcast might cut away. And it's led to having some footage that no one else has, which is really fun. The only issue is I don't get access to them until 2 days after the game. So like right now I'm doing Tommy Pham. I got in here early to do the Tommy Pham one. I'd like to get that out tonight or tomorrow morning, which means I won't get to use that footage. I did one where I did it quickly, and then after I uploaded it, then the melt footage became available, and then I watched that, and you can kind of hear, because there's no broadcast, what was being said on some of the lines that I couldn't get, so didn't do lip reading for, because you couldn't really see their mouth, and I was like, should I have waited? So it's actually caused quite a conundrum.
And then you also have the archive too.
Archive footage has been great. So like I did a video where a Little League kid got hit in the helmet from breaking up the double play, and I remembered that Posada got hit in the helmet, so I quickly found that date. I asked MLB to find the footage for me, and they sent me that footage. And then the archive footage is just fun, because then it leads me, like I'll ask for, if that happened in the 3rd inning, I asked for the first 3 innings just to see anything else, and I found one other thing that I want to do a video on that's funny memory I forgot. So the archive footage in the off season, I think the archive footage is going to be a lot of fun. Cool.
All right, transitioning over to warehouse games. How much of a backlog of warehouse content do you currently have filmed? Asks A. Duncan.
Oh, well, 2 full tournaments. So Captains League Blitzball is at a 12-game season?
10.
10-game season,
mm-hmm.
And one of them is aired. Well, the draft and one has aired, so we have 9 games remaining in Captains League,
mm-hmm.
And we have all 16 games of Floorball filmed. So right now, 26 episodes filmed.
Plus challenges, we probably have, 3 or 4?
Warehouse challenges, we got 3 or 4 filmed, so yeah, there you go. That's a pretty exact number.
That's exact. What's the hardest part of putting together something like Captains League or Blitz Battles? Says T. Locasio.
Well, I think for Sam, it's finding guests.
Yeah.
For floorball and ball and play.
Mm-hmm.
And people always cancel, and then you have last minute. She's gotten very, very good at it. But I think it is the biggest struggle.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, like every department probably has different pain points. Chris has to set up a lot, floorball to set up and make sure the tech works and innovating. I wanted a new penalty box this time. And I had kind of a vision in mind, and it took us a little bit to get there. So sometimes it's hard, or certain aspects like just adding new stuff here and there. Like Chris has a lot of work to do to set up. We're gotten so good at a lot of it though. Like it's pretty smooth. I think it's just for people that are working, like for me, it's like preparing for it, getting all my stuff done ahead of time, because it's 4 days of constant, like, I want to be as present as I can for those 4 days. So, and everyone else, like we finally like got to a place where they're not recording baseball today, talking baseball during tournaments. I really wanted that. I was like, hey, we do 4 of these a year, the big ones. I want all of everyone's focus on, making this as good as it can be. And I understand we have to do other episodes, but if the more we can get ahead, this was the first time I think Trev was like, we're not doing any baseball today while I'm here. Like, that's great. That's very, very helpful for setting the mood environment. But I think every department probably has big challenges. What would you have said?
The getting ahead. Like everybody has to edit, if we have 5 weeks between tournaments, you're going to edit 6 weeks within 5 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. Jay Rooster follows up. How do you find players for ball and play and floorball? Does JM contact creators? Do they reach out? Sam finds everyone.
We reach out.
But we mostly reach out.
More than not.
Obviously MLC helps send a player for each team. There's an agent that represents a lot of the hockey players, because every team we want to have a woman hockey player on it. And then we have a spattering of in-house players that are, BBD plays ball and play because he's very good at ball and play. Luke plays both because he's good at ball and play and floorball. Someplace, so we have like a smattering of in-house people that are good. Them from Captains League, and they're good at the sports. And then creator guests. If you come and we like you and you fit the vibe, most people get invited back.
Yeah.
And then it's just, can they make it or not?
Yeah. Jacob Steinberg said, "What's the energy around the office like leading up or during filming of warehouse games?" Kind of two separate questions there.
I think it depends. If it's January, February, March, before the season starts, there is a buzz, and there are a lot of talking about it in the office and getting excited because there's not much going on. But this floorball, it was like everyone was kind of like,
"Oh, it's floorball?
Oh fuck, floorball's here! Like I got to get head down and get ahead of my editing." And same with Blitzball. It's kind of not that it's a burden, but not in a terrible way. It just kind of comes with the territory. But it's less celebratory because everyone's grinding those days leading up to it.
And then during is always the same.
Yeah, during is always the same. It's very, very fun. Yeah.
Nick said, "It's been a minute, but did you ever discuss how Keith ended up in BB6?
I actually think Graps'
Mom knows him
and suggested him. And we kind of tried to search internally a lot and ask people and couldn't find anyone, and we're just going to rotate people. And then I was like, man, that's going to be really hard to manage. I want someone who's done this before, and Rose can manage them and help them out, not me having to help.
And he was great.
So, yeah.
Peace, Love, and Flute is back with a Captains League question. Love today's warehouse challenge, Kangaroo Toss. How long did it take in live time to play it at home?
I haven't finished the video because I was watching it and then I had to hang out with the kids when I got home. But shout out to Swilly, who found Kangaroo Toss and sent it in the Slack. And I was like, ooh, I like the mental element of that. Seems to have played out. So a lot of comments were saying this should be a Captains League game. I don't know how you make it into a team game and make it so you could watch 10 in a row.
Yeah. I don't know that. It would have to be like a big backyard mix, I think, in Captains League more than anything else. The one comment I did see about making it a team game was you have to do like one person's on this side, another's on this side, or like, two
But were
on
they
each
having
side.
all 4 teams play at once? Because that would be
No, head to head.
Okay.
Head to head. 2 teammates on each side. You have to go this way. These teammates have to go that way.
I don't know if it would last. I don't know.
10 episodes is a lot of that
10 episodes is a lot of, I don't know. That's always the thing. You can create a game or play a game that's great for 1 episode, but the hard part is, okay, well, over the course of 10 and people trying to manipulate rules and come up with strategies, can this survive?
Yes.
And I haven't seen that one through, but I'd be open to ideas and thinking on it because it is fun.
It is. The manipulating rules is a good point. Everybody in the Warehouse Challenge video knows that, hey, doesn't really matter who wins.
Yeah, this is fun.
Whereas I'm curious if you put it in a competitive environment, what would happen to that game? But we plan on making at least one more of those.
Because I want to play, yeah.
Exactly. So, should be good.
Pennick was crazy good at it.
Yeah, he's really good. He's really good. I won't spoil the ending. Another Captains League question. Was golfball a success, and will we be seeing it return in next Captains League?
Yeah, I think golf ball was a resounding success given the circumstances that we had one day to come up with it. Like, we had a Friday where me, Jake, Jack, and Zoe all drove to the warehouse to come up with it. Then we came back another day and filmed the Warehouse Challenge version of it like a week later, and then made a couple changes and then put it into play. So the fact that people like it and want it back, like, that's the overwhelming comments I see. Yeah. And whenever we create a new game, the views do really well. Mm-hmm. I have a doc about changes that I want to implement, and a lot came from comments already, just kind of keeping them in mind. Let's see if I have that. Golf ball ideas for next time. Like, some things everyone's complaining about, like, we know, like, the water was too big. Yeah, the tiles were not interchangeable along the way. We filmed every game in 2 days. We couldn't change the course of the tiles because those tiles were hard to put in. So, like, the course was stuck. It was kind of like, oh, hopefully people can figure out how to avoid it, and that didn't happen. And also the balls stopping, getting clipped on the edge. That also, like, we couldn't do anything. So next time we're going to use a different surface for the green. Like, I was like, if we roll out carpet, that would be good. I think we found these like carpet-esque tiles that are easier. So balls should not get clipped on the edge. And if they do, we'll make ramps so they don't. And then we'll just put the obstacles on top of the green so you can move them, like a kiddie pool or this. Because I do think every game having like different obstacles or like spinning a wheel for like what course are we playing, and then we have like predetermined, like, this is where the trees are, this is where this is, would be good.
Yeah.
Another one I thought was really good was driving off of a platform so that the golfer doesn't have to hit it through that narrow chute down the middle and can really aim at all the walls. Yeah. And then missed hits, ground balls will still be like line drives. And it's just more presentation. Like, visually, that'll look awesome.
I like that better. The chute was crazy. When we played the practice game, that was way wider. And then I got there that day. I was like, oh, my God.
Yeah.
That was asked by Onaka.
And someone suggested a whole new format of how to do it, which I actually really like. But we have to try that a bunch to see if it's good or not.
Okay, we'll try it. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them below, and we'll answer them the next time we film. Because Cliff Ruffin asked, what's on tap next year for Captains League? Is there any interest to try different sports? Kind of all around that.
Yeah, I do think that one change we're going to make is we're going to change the structure of the tournaments so that they can be shorter days. Right now, it's a 3-day shoot, and I want to make them 2-day shoots so that not physically taxing sports like ball and play and golf ball, we can just do in 2 days. And that'll be a Thursday, Friday, and everyone is set up for that. But, slap ball and blitzball, you have to give yourself that week break. So we do like Thursday and a Thursday. I think what I want to do, and I haven't.
We have a meeting today.
What?
We have a meeting today.
Yeah. I haven't put it to a vote yet, so it might not happen. But I want to do it's a bracket right away. It's like a four teams, 3-game guarantee. So there's no pool play and then postseason. We have to figure out like the standings and all that. But basically, the first 2 teams play, and then the losers of those first 2 games play each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's like whatever. You can look it up. 4 teams, 3-game guarantee. If you win your first games, then you might get eliminated by only losing twice, or you might get eliminated by only losing once, but you're close to the championship. Whereas if you lose your first 3 games, you're out, or like you go whatever. It would be a 7-game season, which I also think is helpful for people getting into it. Like I know the people that love it like more games, but it would keep the channel a little less cluttered, the editing team a little more, and it might allow us to do a 5th tournament or like more if now we're scraping away 3 games every time. Just 3 times 4. 12. We do a 5th tournament of 7 games.
19.
We're still minus. No, because we're scraping off 12 games.
Oh.
So if we add 7 again, now we've done 5 tournaments and less total games. Even less total games than the 4. Which I think trying new sports seems to be doing well, but I don't want to lose ball and play, blitzball, slot ball, or golf ball. It would be there would be an 8th game if needed.
Okay.
That's what I want to project. That's what I want to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was a little on my head, a little over. But that's okay. That's why we have the meeting.
You got to look at the bracket. And
Now it's all. Yeah.
Do you like the idea of 2-day shoots instead of 3-day shoots?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. I like the idea of new sports. I like the idea of the 2-day shoots. I don't know. We have this meeting coming up, and I had a number of thoughts going into it. Ones that we can shoot down, ones that we can pick up. But I feel like we should just talk about them in the meeting.
Okay.
All right, transitioning on. We've got a decent amount left. We can save them, but we can also rip them. So we'll start by trying to rip them. JJTV, Frankie and Faith in his blood.
Wow.
Okay.
Good for him.
Both asked about guts. What's next for JJTV after you run out of guts? Will y'all be doing Guts International?
Yeah, we'll be doing Global Guts. We've set it up so I think we have one more season of not Global Guts, 6-episode season, and then we have Global Guts, which has 33 episodes. I think we have 5 seasons remaining of Guts.
Okay.
Right? What's 33 divided by 6?
5.5.
So we'll figure that out. I still would love to do the final season of Guts live at like a small venue. That's crazy. It'd be so hard to do.
That's a little while off, right? Like a year?
But wouldn't it be fun to get a small venue?
Yeah. And watch all of them.
And do like the 6-episode season.
Yeah, that's fun.
With a live audience.
Yeah, it's really fun. I have it as all the crowd is in the different colors, you know?
Yeah. I don't know if it's worth it. It's not a big property. It's not like a flagship property. But it would be, like, it's a hassle to do something like that to make sure it all works. But I think it would be fun. It'd be like a small 100-people venue. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe you probably need more people than that. And I don't know how many people are going to come watch Guts, like, locally. But I think that would be so fun.
That would be. All right. I want to skip this new stat for now, right? We can do that at the end.
Mm-hmm.
We'll dive down to some MLB questions. Hunter, can you talk about the process of covering All-Star Game Weekend and all that went into it?
Oh, well, I think I did this in full a couple episodes ago, Hunter, so you can check that out if you want to. Thanks for leaving the question. But, yeah, we talked about it in full three appearances ago by me, I think. Or was it last appearance?
I think it was the last appearance. It's been a while, but, yeah, I think it's the last appearance. Okay. I can double-check if you give me a second. The last episode from 3 weeks ago, 6:59 MLB All-Star Trip recap.
Okay.
But it went well, high level.
Yeah, it did.
All right, jumping down to Pete. He said if MLB returns to London, any interest in traveling there for content?
Yeah, if it works out. It's a busy time of year because it's baseball season where we have so many commitments and shit.
The company as a whole interest.
Yes. Yes. Are they going back? I don't think it's been confirmed.
I don't know. Is there international, the last few seasons they've kicked it off with an international game. Is that...
Well, it'd be cool if they didn't do it until 2027, and then it coincided with the Ashes in England. That would be fun for me personally.
2026. Okay, it's Mexico City. Diamondbacks, Padres, Mexico City.
Okay.
You want to go there? No Ashes there. Law Eho said, now that you're partnered with MLB, are you guys planning anything new come the playoffs?
Yeah, yes. We have a lot of new plans in the works. We had a whole brainstorm session of things we can do. I don't really want to overhype any of it because some of it is cool, but it comes down to logistics.
Built if sold.
Yeah, and also there's a bunch of like built if sold, and then there's some stuff that we're just going to do no matter what. So I'll wait till we get closer to playoffs. But it's a good question, and yes, we have potentially more access to do fun shit. So came up with a bunch of ideas, and MLB's working with us to see if we can do them.
Peace, Love, and Flute, trifecta of the questions here. How do MLB guys come to the office? Do they request to come? Do you ask agents request?
All the above.
Yes.
Some guys just come because we're friendly with them. Some guys we come through an agency like Kenley.
Yep.
Right. And some guys we come just because we like their teams. Like I think like the Braves are going to work with us. They're excited to work with us, have guys come through. So every which way.
Yeah. Do the Braves play the Mets at City again this year or no? Let's see. No. Okay. Simple enough.
And the Yankees were in Atlanta.
Yeah. All right. Now I lost the tab. Then the next person asked, Jacob, do you think baseball needs major changes to stay relevant with younger audiences? Deep question.
I mean, a very brief answer. I've talked about this a ton. No, I think that baseball just needs to get young audience to play baseball. I don't think baseball's geared or made for young audiences. It's 162 games in the middle of the summer at night. I think kids should play baseball, be aware of the stars, watch highlights, make sure the highlights find them on their phones, which baseball has really changed, doing a much better job at. And then once you are graduated from college and looking for something to tune into because you're sitting on the couch after working and you just want to relax, baseball will be there for you because you grew up knowing the rules, you grew up knowing the teams and the culture, and you have your culture. But I don't think we need young diehard fans. I don't think the game is ever geared for that. Every year they're young audience skewing lower for baseball, and I was reading this statistic and it's this is every year. When the Gen Zers, where are we? I don't know. How old is a Gen Z person? They're becoming baseball fans now. Yeah. And then Gen Alpha is not. Whatever it is. You become a baseball fan when you're in your 20s and older because it's a grind of a fandom.
Yeah.
It's not easy. Football, game a week, you watch with your family and you play fantasy football. It's I always have thought that. I think baseball understands that too. Manfred recently said, we value the 9 innings. NBA put their stuff on social media so much that they kind of devalued the full game, and people it's a reality show where you watch the game of the week or highlights. Yeah. Not for everyone, but for the general public. Where MLB I heard him in an interview saying we don't want to lose how much we value the 9 innings. We want to find fans where they are and make sure they're engaged with what's happening in the stars, but we do not want people to consume just clips. We want them to eventually become fans of watching the 9 innings, which I agree with. And I just think that you don't need to make crazy rule changes of the 9 innings to get the younger audience. You just make baseball fun for them to play and be around and all that shit.
Yeah. Everybody knows the lingo. like getting on base.
You're born with it. And this, that's what we said about the cricket thing. Like, we were not born with this ingrained in us at all. And it, you just are like, grow up. Like, it's in our childhood. It's in our songs, in our sitcoms. It's everywhere growing up.
Yeah.
You kind of have a general understanding. Yeah, exactly.
Everybody knows what that means. All right. Work-life balance and personal questions. Lexi said, Courtney.
We can save the rest after these.
Okay.
Besides the stat.
Okay. Courtney has talked about how she handles life, but how do you juggle kids and work?
We have viral Courtney. Got 1 million views on her TikTok and Instagram, that video. Crazy. And a cheese deal.
Yeah.
And a write-up in, forget what outlet it was.
Yeah.
I like make changes all the time to get better at this. I feel like I've been in a good spot, but we got our third kid coming in a month, so have to make changes again. I mean, the next question is like, is there a time where you feel like workload is too much, and how do you manage it? Like last June crashed out and we made changes. This summer I stripped down everything a lot and of my requirements, and every year I've stripped stuff down. So I don't know. My kind of rule for myself is if I'm going to miss dinner, bedtime, bath time with the kids, so I'm not going to see them at night, that means the next morning I'm going to wake up, give them breakfast, get them dressed, drive them to school. And I don't want to miss, like if I miss a night and a morning in the same day, basically I'm just sad. So that's kind of one thing I like to do. So like yesterday I drove Claire, helped in the morning. Today I woke up, I left at 5 a.m. I didn't see him. So tonight I'll make sure I'm home to see him. And then it's Katie's birthday Wednesday. And then, every Saturday is family day. Sundays we have to record Talkin Yanks, which is a bummer, but it just for our schedule we have to do it. But I usually like watch the game, hang out. It's like kind of our low-key day. I think I've been doing a good job at it. Someone else on the same topic, I'll just roll into it, said, advice for making sure your kids feel seen when us dads are busy. You seem like a great dad. My dad was really good at this because my dad was away a lot more than me. But when he was home, he was home. Like I very rarely open my backpack on weekday nights. So like last night, walked in, put my backpack on the floor, and then picked it up this morning to leave. Where like I used to, and at times when the kids were born, like would take it out after dinner and try to piece together some stuff, and then it's not even really possible. But now I'm glad when I don't do that. Mm-hmm. Over the weekend, I'll have it out and I'll just like I said, like lightly prep things, like run programs, but I won't sit there and edit it. I don't know. It's just the kids' time. So even like little things, like last night, I took them to Target to get Katie presents and let them pick out anything. We'll see if she likes them. I texted her, said, hey, they're getting you clothes. You just got to like these clothes. Don't know if the sizes are right, but hopefully it's a fun time for the kids. And then I just play. James wants to play so much. It's crazy. After floorball and cricket, I couldn't walk. I was so sore. And that was the first time I was like, James, I can't. Sorry. But otherwise, Claire's got her dolls and James got his swords and monster trucks, and we're just playing. It's their time.
Nice.
And I never say no to a diaper change. That's another rule I have. Since Katie's got to change them all anyway. And when your kids are really young, like newborns, the more you do that shit, I think the faster they like see you as dad, and then start playing and laughing and stuff and enjoy your company. But I still won't say no. Katie's like, will you do it? I'm like, yeah, whatever. Claire had some gross shits the other day.
Hey, that's why this is the personal section of the show. All right, let's jump into the new stat because Shuts asked. He said, I have a suggestion for a new stat. Total productive bases. He wrote it as total bases plus stolen bases plus walks minus caught stealing and putouts. So
yeah, I love a new stat.
Yeah, I'll let you run.
Because I put this together for you, Shuts 67. So I get what he's doing here. Total bases plus stolen bases. So you hit a single, but then you steal. He's saying you should get credit for the steal. It should add to your total bases. And then a walk is a base as well. But then if you try to get greedy, you get caught, or you get an out, that's an out, obviously. And if you get caught stealing, that's an out. So pretty simple. I put that equation in, and among the qualified hitters, there are 187. I wonder if we can share this sheet in some way. I can share like Rob and you on it if you just want to like take screenshots too.
Well, I can make a view only mode and people can click it.
Sure. I just shared it with you. So it's pretty wild because the way that Schutz has it, he doesn't have it by plate appearance. So Judge is way ahead of the pack. He has 97 of these Schutz points.
Schutz points.
And the next highest is Shohei with 49. But that's because Judge got hurt and missed a chunk of games. Shohei has 60 more plate appearances, and you're just going to get out. You get out 7 out of 10 times. So the outs are killing Shohei. So I took it a step further because that doesn't really make sense for Schutz. And I had to do plate appearances. I had to add sack fly, sack hit to the first equation. So it's total bases, walks, stolen bases, sack hit, sack fly. So we're including those productive outs. And then minus outs and caught stealing. Then we divided it by plate appearance. So I have all of those results. And now if you sort that, Shohei is the highest. He's got 300 and he averages, I don't even know how this works. He averages 398 Schutz points a plate appearance. It doesn't make sense. Averages 1 every 300. Whatever the number I'd spit out. Sure. That's what I did. The bases minus the no bases divided by plate appearances. Shohei leads with 398, then Judge 379. How the fuck does that make sense? I think I did everything right. Someone look at it. But then I even changed it more because I included grounded into double play because that's an extra out. So I added the extra out from a grounded double play, and I added hit by pitch because you got on base via hit by pitch. And if you do it that way, Shohei's leading again 401 to Judge's 383. And of all qualified, the lowest is IKF, and above him, Brian Hayes. So Pirates.
Well, used to be.
And then we did the average, the 100 plus. And if you do it that way, Shohei is 97 points better than average. Judge is 88, 197, 188. And IKF is 79 and Brian Hayes is 81. So they're like 20 points below average.
That's not that bad. Some of those stats is like 25.
I did the averages only among qualified players. So
they have to play enough to be.
Yeah.
They should be decent.
Yes, they should be decent because they're playing. Because that was interesting too. So I don't know if that's a stat that exists elsewhere. There's probably a better way to find that, but I enjoy it. I still want to do Sisler's stat, which I saw someone else doing on the internet recently. They didn't realize they were doing George Sisler's stat. I want to make that so bad, but like the tracking we don't have. Diversa built a script to like last year for Jimmy's Three Things, but I couldn't figure it out. It's like so involved. You get a point every base you touch and every base you move a runner. So if you hit a home run, his is more confusing because he weighted it. Like getting the first was worth 2 out of the 5. Going to second was worth half. So that's 2.5 if you hit a double. And then 1 point to getting the third. So it's 3.5. And then 1.5 to score. Something like that. So, but when you moved a runner, you got their points too.
Right.
Maybe I can do his without the weighted to it.
Probably.
Or I can ask Diversa to update it with like, because that was crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So anyway, good stat, Schutz.
Good job, Schutz. All right. That's a wrap.
Ohtani, Judge, Cal Rayleigh, Schwarber, Soto, J-Ram, Bobby Witt, Perdomo. Is he an outlier?
Feels like it based on the other names, but maybe that's disrespectful.
His stolen bases really help. And his walks. He's got... I mean, his slash line is really good. 829 OPS. 129 OPS plus.
Okay.
So that seems good. Is that... Like, if this is just regular-ass OPS, where does Perdomo land? That'll be interesting. That's just a final note. He's 6th. No. Yeah.
Damn.
No, that's plate appearances. He's 32nd in OPS plus. So he jumps up a fuck ton.
Because of steals.
Because of steals.
Okay.
And he doesn't get ground out into double plays.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got 10 sack flies, 4 sack hits, 6 hit by pitches. Not a lot of ground and double plays. A lot of walks. 21 steals, only 4 caught stealing. So he's a big winner of the shut stat. That's good stuff. That's why it works. Goodbye. See ya. Remember we used to walk in and walk out?
Yeah.